Hello, welcome back. Today we've got another £200 worth of 10p's, which we are hunting through, looking for these little alphabet 10p's. They're quite hard to find. Ideally though, we want to find some 2019s. We've never completed the 2019 book. We've got A, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L and M, N, O, R, T, U, V and X. So 7 still to go. We are also working our way through a second 2018 book because the 2019s are so scarce, so low minted, so hard to find and fill the book. We started this second book of 2018 dated ones because they are, although still very tricky to get your hands on, they're much more common it seems than the 2019s. We are only one letter off of completing this book. We need H for Houses of Parliament, otherwise the set is complete. So let's get into these bags, see what we find. Okay, so whilst the coin hunt is ongoing, we're going to be going through some comments that have been left on my videos. We start with a message from DA Data, who says, "Hello Christopher, me and my partner Amber L love your content over on YouTube. Let me start off by saying that prior to first watching your videos over a year ago now, we have never been interested in coin collecting or anything similar. I don't know how it happened, but more than likely the wonderful thing that is the YouTube algorithm that led us to your channel. We often wind down the day with your latest upload. We may not be coin collectors ourselves, but your content is relaxing and admirable. I would like to say a big thank you for doing what you do and sharing in such a way that we can both enjoy it." Well, thank you very much for your kind message. It means a lot. It does always blow my mind that to think that people without any interest in coin collecting not only can come across the videos but then continue to watch it. People have said it's therapeutic. It's people have said it helps them sleep, which I guess I'll take as a positive, putting people to sleep. But I'm very grateful that you both enjoy the videos, and so thank you. Martin Ryan says, "Big question, Christopher. What would happen if you had a full £250 worth of Christopher Ironsides in a hunt? Would you keep them or be sneaky?" Sneaky? I'm not sure what the sneaky answer would be. I guess I probably would keep them because I keep all my Christopher Ironsides because, as you all know, I have issues. Sunset J says, "Imagine if you found a whole bag of Kew Gardens. We would all have to call you an ambulance." Oh yeah, exactly. I do vaguely recall a while ago, a couple of years ago now it might be, that someone was selling a sealed bag of Kew Gardens 50p's. I mean, that would be an unbelievable find, and I guess definitely would need medical assistance after the excitement of finding that. Old Van New Van says, "For someone who is stuck on Battle of Hastings, this was difficult to watch." I think that was a hunt I did a few weeks ago where I kept finding bags that were full of commemoratives. It looked like someone had been keeping commemorative coins and paid them all back into the bank. So they were all like, I think they were not the seal bag, just the bags. So yeah, that was quite a cool hunt. David K Game says, "The fakes are usually sold on to cash only businesses, laundrettes, hand car washes, food takeout shops, little mum and dad corner shops, etc. for around half their face value to be used in change. So when you break a £20 to pay for say an £8 kebab, they've only spent £6 to give you what looks like £12 in change. The extra then gets siphoned off to fund other crimes like paying protection, or for the owners of those businesses to send back home, or to pay any undocumented staff their wages in cash." It's an interesting thought. I think I posed the question, how do coin forgers that are forging circulating coins, how do they then cash things? You can't take £250 bag of fake 50p's or a £500 bag of fake £2 coins into the bank, because obviously they're realising that you'll get done over. But it was then suggested that people might make them and then might sell them to people at obviously less than the face value, like you have said. So yeah, I think that probably is the answer, isn't it? Because I guess then it's not the person who's making its problem to find a way to get the value out of them if they're selling them to someone who already knows they're fake. Right, Howard Howard Mark T. There we go. I couldn't work it out. My vote on the L is post-mint damage. This is likely your second most successful hunt after your £500 bags of sealed Great Fire London coins. And that was quite a while ago, wasn't it? So yeah, there was I might have to edit that a little bit. I got my words jumbled up and said something outrageous then. This was a £2 coin hunt, and the L in Elizabeth on the outer part of the metal coin. I don't know what I'm talking about now. The L in Elizabeth on the outer part of the £2 coin. It just looked a bit weird. It didn't look like mint. It didn't look like post mint damage because everything else looked fine on it. So it's always interesting when I find these weird looking possible errors, oddities that I can ask you guys in the comments what you think. Kenneth Adam Everson says, could there be another bag full of elastic banded bags holding a Commonwealth Games and NIFC set? Quite possibly, yes. If I ever come across bags of coins that have been sealed up with elastic bands, then I will forever be hopeful that it'll be as amazing a hunt as it was the last time we had one of those. That was pretty extraordinary. I was a bit frustrated. I was thinking, oh, well, this is a bit of a pain, isn't it, all these elastic bands? But it turned out to be an amazing hunt, so that totally paid it off. Right, Kent Rhodes says, I'd be well peed off if my bank gave me fake coins. Yeah, I totally agree. If it's 1 or 2 or 3 in a £500 bag, that doesn't faze me too much because I can keep in my oddities box. I quite like having the different fake coins. If I was handed it in change, if I had a whole bag of fake coins, then yes, I would be pretty knocked off as well. John Burns says, great hunt. My question is, how long do you think you will still keep hunting for? It depends what you read about that. I can't remember which video this was on. I've not included that in my screenshots. I've got no plans to stop coin hunting. I thoroughly enjoy going through coins and looking for commemoratives, and when there's new ones like the Coronation 50p out in circulation that you can get for the first time, that's quite exciting. So I've got no plans to stop hunting. If you mean for specific books, so if we get stuck on like the rarest one in a 50p coin book, if it's just the Kew Gardens, I sometimes in the past, I think once I was stuck on the Kew Gardens, and so I just said, right, we're going to do this many more videos and then we're going to do a big hunt to wrap it all off, because it's really demoralising just hunting through Kew Gardens because they're so rare. Oh, there we go. G for Greenwich Mean Time. Very, very nice. 2019 as well. Woohoo! These 2019s don't turn up all that often. Getting towards the end of the hunt as well, but still a few more bags to go. David Evans says, is the info about the 3% fake round pound coins correct? I heard from a reliable source that a certain bank actually sent a full bag of fakes to the mint when they were doing their checks and never reported it, and this gave a false impression there were more fakes than there are actually. I don't know, that sounds a bit like a tinfoil hat conspiracy kind of thing to me. I'm sure that the cost and the effort involved of totally redesigning the pound coin would have been such a big thing that they would have put a lot of time and effort into working out what percentage of the pound coins out in circulation were fake, because if that percentage was much less and it wasn't so much of a problem, then they could have saved the money and not have to redesign the coin at all. So I'm sure that they went through the proper due diligence. They didn't just base it off of one bag of fake coins being sent to them. Terry Roberts says, is the 50p with peace, prosperity and friendship coins still worth anything? I mean, still worth is a bit of a stretch. It's a very, very common coin. There's lots of the Brexit 50p's minted. So to a collector that needs one, that can't get their hands on one by other means, they might pay a smidge over face value. But overall, it's a very, very common coin without any value, unless you've got one that apparently those that have the wrong date at the bottom of the coin. Rehan Hussein Alim says, since you don't have any of the EEC 50p's in the book, you should put, this is all in capitals, you should put the first one in the book if it has enough space. If it's too big, print its design and put it in the book to show that you got the 50p. Lucky for you to get an old 50p. Yeah, I mean, I could put it in the book. I probably won't do that because the coins that are in the book are coins that can be found in circulation, so I don't have spaces for the NIFC coins in the books because you shouldn't find them in change, although you can do, but if I was to have an entire book with every coin that's been minted, whether it's been put in circulation or not, that I would end up with a massive, I'd probably end up with 2 or 3 books to fill and never filling the majority of them because the NIFCs aren't there. It's a similar thing with the large 50p's. You might find them out in circulation, although you shouldn't, because they're no longer circulating at that size. So I wouldn't put them in the book because I don't want spaces that I literally can't fill. Kevin Bushell says that's the 73 EEC's got to be rarer than a Q in circulation. It's not a bad thought, actually. I'd be interested to know how many of them are out there still. Obviously, the Royal Mint has indicated a few years ago how many of the £1 coins still haven't been returned. It's 145 million or something in that region. So I'd be really interested to see how many of the old larger 50p's might still be out there. But with that being said, let's go back to the coins. Well, there we go for today's finds. We've got Jersey, which is a pretty cool one. This one I pulled out after spotting a little bit of cud on the rim of the coin there, a little bit of extra metal, which shouldn't be part of the design, which I think looks quite cool. But still find G for Greenwich Mean Time, and it's a 2019. Sadly, not one we need for the book, but always happy to find one of these alphabet 10p's, no matter the year, no matter whether we need it for the book or not, because they are so tricky to find. Well, let me know in the comments what your favourite coin from today's video is. I'd also like to know what the best coin that you found in the last week is, so do let me know in the comments that too. In the description there'll be a link to my coin collecting Discord server should you wish to come and join that. There's also links to my other social media channels, and also the PO Box address you can write into, and of course the Britannia Coin Company's YouTube channel where I work for, making videos for them, so please do check that out as well. All it leaves me to do now is thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for more coins. Bye!